Hello, everybody. Hi, Bella.
Hey, how are you?
I'm well. Thanks. Happy to be here in front of our
Nice.
with our community and live representing OGCR after a wonderful day at NFC NYC NFT NYC yesterday.
Nice. How was it actually? Can you tell us a little bit about it? Because I mean,
It
it
was
seems super exciting.
Yeah, it was much more exciting and a bigger, more dynamic space than I'd ever expected. The energy level was really high, and it was an incredible antidote to most art fairs that I go to because everyone was really eager to engage on all levels, from people kind of pitching new projects to people really experienced in the space. So I was just kind of blown away when I found out what they had done and accomplished, and the ideas that they had. So, it was a really kind of great experience, and of course, getting the privilege to represent our community and our project on stage with really kind of luminary museum people, and following such popular culture figures as Quentin Tarantino was a real treat, if not extremely stressful.
That must have been extraordinary. Did you get a picture with him?
I didn't. I was too busy, kind of
Okay.
brushing by him and just saying an admirer in the green room. But next
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I think I would have acted like, like a crazy fan, like, oh my God, should I go there and take a photo? But yeah, this finally we have the chance to go to these offline events again. So it's like, I
Yes.
guess it's just like a great networking opportunity and also like
Mhm.
creating awareness for this project as well. Okay, just to give a little bit of an agenda of today's live stream, we finally gonna present the Rarity Roulette winners, and we're gonna talk about a little bit of a donation you made previously and how it's connected to the project as well, so the community will know more about it. And there are like a few announcements coming, as I've heard, so we can also talk about that. And yeah, let's just announce like the winners. I just want to say a few things about the Rarity Roulette. Thank you for everyone joining. It's like actually we received like more than 250 entries, which is amazing. And most of you were actually quite on point with the answers. It just shows that, like the supporters are amazing and everyone knows the project pretty well. But the winners are actually, I'm just gonna mention Twitter handles, and later on after the stream, we're gonna post this on Twitter and Discord as well. One of them is Art of Next. The other one is Don't Between in One, and the third winner is Topaz Crypto. So hopefully they are watching the stream.
Congratulations.
Congrats! Like this is an amazing opportunity to grow your crystals, and I mean, definitely, personally, I really want to see what comes out of the transaction. So, if you want to tag us and share it on Twitter, just let us know, and we can retweet that because this is great.
There have been some
Um,
amazing crystals growing right now. I've seen in all generations, from such great growers and great community members as Twinkie.eth and Dr. Plant and Moon Bear Pig, etc. I mean, really incredible. So thanks for sharing, guys.
exactly, and this is the time to encourage all of you to keep sharing it with us because we just launched our Instagram page, and we can share it as a story, we can share as a post, whatever you want, and we actually want to share it because all of them look amazing. And I'm actually like a newbie to the project, just recently like being involved with it, and been doing my own kind of research and digging deep kind of to get myself familiar with the project. And I just read one of the press releases that you actually donated some earnings of the primary sale to the US San Diego Foundation. And that's super interesting for me because I'm personally environmental friendly living as a person like that, of course, and like super big supporters of just the way as it is are and preserving our environment as well and our earth. So could you just say and tell a little bit about that donation? Why did you choose that? How it's related to the project and stuff like that?
Yeah, thanks, Bella. I mean, to recap some of the things for our newer members that we, were were concerns of ours that we identified early on in the community building of our project, and really early on in the concept, between both Daniil, Andy, and the rest of the team and I, were concerns that and interests in supporting, of course, one of the thematic concerns of from which these crystals are derived, which is the coral reef, the crystallized coral reef skeleton, and paired with our kind of overall collective environmental agendas and concerns, we thought it would be incredible if we could actually make an impact and try to have our project speak back and give to these kind of environmental concerns. So after probably a month-long process of speaking with maybe 25 different labs to try to see who would be the best partner. So many are so worthy, so many laboratories out there, so many research facilities, so many direct action kind of initiatives involved in coral reef restoration, involved in oceanography and other kinds of restoration and research projects. We settled on donating to one entity that had a lot of varied resources and was locally based and would accept and merge very smoothly with our kind of crypto donation. And that institute was the Scripps Institution of Oceanography at UC Davis in California. Primarily, it had been brought to my attention that the Jennifer E. Smith Lab, or the Smith Labs, as they're known, within Scripps Institution of Oceanography, are doing really cutting-edge imaging work involving photogrammetry and 3D modeling and printing of reefs in incredibly remote locations to gauge their health and their kind of vitality despite warming weather conditions. So they have all kinds of research going out right now that deals with not only the reef and its health and the ecosystem of the reef and how to best suggest conservation and best methods forward, but also in a larger picture, studies on global warming, ocean temperature, and ocean ecologies. So they're really involved with things on small, local, and incredibly larger macro levels. So I thought that would be a really exciting place. But connected to that is another part of the institution, which is also in a kind of partner-like, sister-like way to me, and in our minds, was the idea of exploration. And the idea of our project, I think in a way, exploring parallel, kind of uncharted areas seemed to resonate with their benthic invertebrates laboratory and the exploration research work of Dr. Gregory Rouse. And Dr. Rouse is in charge of the benthic invertebrates lab and collection at Scripps, and routinely goes on far-reaching, exploration with bathyspheres to explore deep ocean depths, and in the process, often discover new species. And that's another thing that I wanted to, I guess, talk about, which is in addition to our 3% donation, which we were able to make from our primary sales directly to Scripps, and directly to benefit these two research labs within the larger body, we were able to obtain the privilege of being involved in naming a new species of sea star relative, also related to urchins, found at incredible depth and in recent years, and is yet unnamed. So we, upon giving this privilege and opportunity, immediately thought we'd like to share this with our community and have the opportunity to literally choose and assist in naming a species whose name will officially be recognized throughout the scientific community, and from here on be the kind of benchmark for how that species is identified.
So we could call it Crystobella, for example.
Yes, you might have to call it Crystobella I, or Crystobella us, or
Okay.
Crystobella aurum. We're going to Latinize the name.
Okay, that's cool. So basically we have like sort of you are giving the opportunity to the community to suggest names based on certain requirements, and they will be the ones who's giving the name to this new marine species, right?
Yes, absolutely. We will be, we want the community to be able to name and choose names that will be Latinized. Some of the structure that will happen is the first name is the genus Xyloplax, and the second name is the species name, which will be Latinized with one of the endings we talked about. And that is the name that you will be choosing. And we would like to have, I think, there will be more specific rules laid out in a posting and announcement, but roughly we'll be given the opportunity to have 10 names, I think. Is that right, Bella? Chosen.
Yeah.
And from this selection, we will be narrowing down some of the top candidates. And these names then will be taken and sent to Scripps, Benthic Lab, and Daniil and Andy and I, as co-creators, will confer with Dr. Rouse and make final selections and tailor the name specifically to be published in a scientific journal, along with the whole narrative of our community actually getting to name this. That narrative will also be published. So in a way, if one person does win the naming privilege, the whole community will also be identified. So really, literally, everyone is participating in this, and it'll be acknowledged within that journal throughout this process. So, and of course, there couldn't be a contest without, not only the honor of being able to be the one who, helped name directly the species, but also, a great prize, a bonus from us as a team.
That sounds all amazing. I just keep thinking about like how amazing it is. It's like you can like I don't know, like 50 years from now, someone, for example, my age, 30-ish, can say like to the grandchild that, hey, I named this, star, whatever, in the marine, like, the newly discovered marine species. It's like it's an amazing opportunity. And of course, if it comes with a reward as well, that's even better. So I actually hope it's gonna be something about grow your crystals with us, because I've been seeing lately then the gas fees are super high, and we just posted a poll why, we just want to know like what stage the community is in when it comes to growing crystals. And some of them are still waiting, and we don't know what's the reason for it, and maybe it could be the high gas fees.
Yeah, I think it's been crazy. I know it's been hard for myself and Daniil. I know we can't even grow our crystals, and I know how frustrating that must be. Sorry. Power. Slight technical glitch here.
It happens. It's live.
I know how frustrating that must be for all of you. It's frustrating for us as well. But in recognition of this, we really wanted to kind of acknowledge your patience and sticking with us as a community. And I think everywhere across the NFT space, I hear people are kind of suffering in a way from, an inability to kind of navigate. And it wouldn't be a complete alleviation, of course, of this problem, but we wanted to at least acknowledge that to you guys and help to kind of make a gesture of sorts. And so what we're going to be offering, details to follow, but is a raffle and a contest to pass on to you a savings of all transactional fees. So we will have winners based upon this raffle, which is upcoming very shortly, in which your crystal growing will be assisted by us as a team and as a project. And that means, as I mentioned, all transactional fees, including the OpenSea fees and the gas fees covered.
Wow, that actually sounds great, and I hope like everyone from the community who is still growing their crystals is and have the chance, or may like eligible for this promo, will jump on this amazing opportunity. But as you said, more things to follow up on this. And as I know, there will be one big announcement coming as well tonight, or tonight for me, but definitely today. It's about the Crystals project. So I'm not sure if you can say anything about this or.
Well, there's one big announcement that we have to stay tuned for. I think it's one that I'm not supposed to announce
Okay.
just yet. Is that right?
Yeah.
So, but please follow our channels closely. We'll have another tag out about it pretty soon.
Okay, so just to kind of, like conclude on this whole live stream, I mean, this is like kind of insane. Like a lot of promos will be running from today, and like big news are coming out. So I'm pretty excited to see what's going on and what's the big announcement when it comes to the Crystals project. And I just want to say, like, congrats again to the Rarity Roulette winners, because it's a great opportunity and you really did your research and answered well. And, you did all the entries that were supposed to be done to win this. So thank you again. And thanks, Michael, as well for joining this
Sure.
stream.
I wanted to add one more thing that I really wanted to kind of emphasize, this "We Hate Gas" promo, and I think that the "We Hate Gas" promo is means a lot to, especially to members holding Gen 1, and so we have some designs on this being focused on Gen 1 holders, and that we will be giving very specific twice-a-day flash giveaways for tickets that will be redeemable for the transaction fees. So, but again, please follow the channels and look for specifics on these offers and these promos. And, I'm with you. I hate gas too. So, again, on a more positive note, I'm really excited to hear your ideas and entries. There are some basic rules about the naming that we'll, without being too restrictive, we'll post as well, and as well as some notes. So looking forward to that and hearing from you guys on that front.
That's great. Thank you so much, Michael. And thank you for all of us from the community for joining. Yeah, wishing you the best and have a nice rest of your day, and hope to see you soon.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye.
Bye.